Hello, everyone. This is Nirvikar. I'm keeping it very simple here and very short because we have a lot to cover when we are talking about a new topic of interest, that is AI revolution in the automotive industry. Well, for those who happen to be new uh, to understand this concept as such, in case if we look at AI's evolution, things have been taking shape for long. So, and AI automotive industry uh, is no exception. So now let us just explore how artificial intelligence is revolutionizing the automotive industry. Let's just examine how AI is transforming everything from manufacturing to the driving experience, and how it is reshaping not just how cars are built, um, but also the way the cars interact and evolve, how they function. So let's just look at how AI has been revolutionizing the industry. Okay, so check what all is happening here. So if we look at the automotive industry, there are functions wherein AI has actually been having an impact. So we are listing a few of those, not exactly and entirely what all areas the AI revolution is impacting, but a few ones which are of importance to understand. So let's just look at a few here that we have. So first one to talk about is precision and speed. When you look at the modern automotive manufacturing, we have AI powered robots and systems that have achieved unprecedented levels of precision. So, if we are talking about these systems, can perform complex assembly tasks with accuracy levels of up to 0.001 millimeters, and that is far surpassing human capabilities. Now, within the purview, we also are looking at computer vision systems that inspect parts at rates of 1000 per minute, while collaborative robots work alongside humans to optimize production flow. And that's how precision and speed is achieved in the manufacturing. And now that brings us to the second point that we have here, which is related to qualitative enhancements. So, of course, when you're talking about AI, so look at the AI algorithms which have continuously monitored production quality. They could analyze data from thousands of sensors across the manufacturing line, and machine learning models, they are even capable of actually now predicting defects before they occur. So reducing the defect rate in many cases up to 90% in some facilities. And real-time quality control systems, they use image processing to detect even microscopic imperfections that might be invisible to human eye. And this is how the quality enhancements is being taken care of by leveraging AI in the automotive industry. Now, let us look at the third part, which is broadly to do with cost reduction. Of course, a very vital aspect when it comes to manufacturing setups. So, the how AI just helps in cost reduction. I mean, it's anyone's guesses here. So, throughout predictive maintenance and optimize resource allocation. So, what happens is it helps you optimize your resource allocation. It helps the manufacturer reduce the operational cost overall by 20 to 30%. That's used cost reduction for automotive manufacturers. Now, smart energy management systems also are there, which could be integrated to AI, and they what they do is here um, they in real time can ensure optimized power consumption and inventory management, which ensures that optimal stock levels are always stored, and thereby reducing storage costs, which is huge when it comes to manufacturing. So thereby optimizing or reducing storage costs and minimizing thereby this the waste as such. Now, post this, let us look at a few instances where AI is also helpful. Other aspects look at the sales and services side, even here AI has been very vital for the automotive industry as such. So when we look at AI, I mean, of course, we are talking about virtual assistants as such here. So within the assistance aspect, AI-powered virtual assistants, they are revolutionizing the customer experience altogether, which is a very vital aspect when we are talking about automotive industry per se. Um, because these virtual assistants are equipped with so many inquiries simultaneously that they are capable of providing detailed vehicle information. They can schedule test drives and even help with initial decisions also. Depending on what the requirement is, they can actually align which exactly to buy, which vehicle possibly will be best fit for the requirements. So if you have heard of chatbots as well, so chatbot equipped with natural language processing, they do understand and respond to complex even customer queries with and the rate that we are talking about here within the automotive industry is around a 95%. That is the kind of accuracy that we are talking about. Now let's just quickly jump on to the predictive maintenance side, wherein we are talking about the modern days vehicles, which are all equipped with AI systems, and they have the potential to predict mechanical issues before they become even serious problems. These systems analyze data from hundreds of sensors across board. I mean, when you look at the vehicles, modern day vehicles, they are all sensors and systems, so whatnot. So in a way, we can actually call these are softwares on wheels. So now, what these AI systems can do here is they can actually analyze the data from sensors, and they can monitor everything from engine's performance to tire pressure, and thereby they can detect patterns that are indicative of potential failures. So this way AI can reduce the maintenance cost, and on an average when we look at the maintenance cost, they can reduce the cost of up to say 40%, and that actually helps extend the vehicle's lifespan by 20 to 30%. That typically is a huge thing that we are talking about here. Now let us also quickly cover personalized experience. So how exactly AI is helping the automotive industry in personalizing the experience. So what happens is here the algorithms as such, they do analyze customer behavior and preferences to create highly personalized experiences for them. Now say for example, what we are talking about here is customized marketing messages to personalized vehicle recommendations. These systems can increase customer satisfaction, so thereby they are tailoring everything based on the consumer data, their behavior, their preferences, and they're personalizing things up in terms of recommendations, and thereby what is happening is it is eventually resulting in an increased customer satisfaction rates, and we are talking about the rates in terms of 30 35%, and of course this helps the sales team as such in terms of having a higher conversion rate. And if we have to quantify the sales conversion rates, it's in the somewhere around 20 to 25% range, and that's the kind of impact that we are seeing of AI in sales and services. Let's also quickly look at the aspect where we are talking about AI's innovation in driving vehicle safety, one of the very important part even in developing countries. Now we see that safety as a parameter has been gaining traction when the modern day customers are preferring to buy a vehicle. So let's just look at the very crucial aspects that where the focus of modern day customers is and how AI has been impacting those as well. So when we look at collision avoidance, this is very key in developing economies as such. When you are talking about economics like Southeast Asia, most probably say India and the neighboring countries. So collision avoidance has become one of the important aspects. So when we look at consumers, they are actually watching for NCAP or rating of say 5 star rating as such. So let's just quickly cover one by one these points wherein we have collision avoidance. So what is happening here is These are, I mean, the modern day collision avoidance system that we are talking about. Within the purview, we are talking about cameras, radars, and integrated AI to detect any potential accidents and predict before they can happen. So these systems, what they do is they process informations in milliseconds, identifying, say, obstacles, calculating the trajectories, thereby initiating defensive actions faster than any human driver. So this is how things are happening within the collision avoidance system. So also when we look at the studies of these systems, as in how efficient they are in terms of reducing accident rate, it goes up to somewhere in the range of 40%. That is huge jump. Now let's just touch another point that we have here, which is lane keeping assistance as such. So of course this is one very important aspect when we are on the highways cruising at higher speed. It becomes way more necessary as such. So when we look at AI powered lane keeping systems as such, these are I mean, they use, of course, the computer vision we are talking about to monitor road markings and the vehicle positions. What Based on this, what the system can do is they make micro adjustments to steering. So this could even be thousands of time. When we are looking at it per second unit. So maintaining optimal lane position even by even in challenging conditions, to the extent they can actually support in terms of whatnot features that we have besides lane keeping assistance also. This was just one point to highlight here. When we look at the kind of impact this has in terms of reducing the accident, this goes up way up by say in the range of 45 to 50%. That's a huge impact. Now let's just look at adaptive cruise control here. This is something that most of the modern day vehicles are now already have adaptive cruise control. So when we look at modern adaptive cruise control systems, so if AI here is being used, it is used to maintain safe distances from other vehicles, uh, which also in a way helps in optimizing fuel efficiency. Now how this happens is actually these systems, the way they uh, are, they can actually predict the behavior of surrounding traffic. They can adjust the speed and the positions accordingly, and thereby it has actually shown to reduce the fuel consumption even by say 15%, around 15%, um, while of course uh, significantly enhancing the safety per se. Let's just now quickly look at smart transportation system. I guess we have smart transportation systems. So let's just look at smart transportation system here. Okay, so within transportation systems, if we integrate AI, what is happening here? We are looking at three crucial aspect as such. One is to optimize traffic, which is a huge issue for modern day um, customers as such. Now also look at emission reduction and of course community benefits. Now let's just look at these important aspects one by one. So when we are talking about traffic optimization here, how AI is helping here is the AI can actually, as such, I mean, when you look at what is happening here is analysis of the data again from say sensors and cameras. What they do is they analyze these data and optimize the traffic flow in real time. Now these systems can reduce even the congestion when we are talking about the congestion to the extent of say 20 to 25%, because they can actually adjust traffic signals, suggesting alternative routes. They can predict traffic patterns hours in advance, thereby helping optimize the traffic as such. Now look at one other crucial aspect, which is emission reduction. Here, the smart transportation systems, if they were to integrate, I mean, we are looking at the automotive industry as a whole as such, so per se. So nothing to say that within a vehicle or within a car, within the purview of a vehicle, actually we have to talk about. So this is where we are talking. We are also talking about a smart transportation here. So now what is happening in emission reduction? How do they support in reducing the emissions as such, vehicle emissions, is by optimizing the traffic flow and of course reducing the idle time. Now what these systems are capable of doing is reducing the carbon emissions by, and this is in the upward of 20% as such, because they can actually optimize the route, plan alternative routes as such, thereby which actually helps reduce the fuel burn, and thereby reducing the emission as such. um, and also, when we have AI integrated within the vehicles, they can actually optimize the power usage. So whether we are talking about, say, electric cars or electric vehicles or the conventional ones, what they can do is they can typically optimize the power usage based on driving patterns, the ways, the routes that usually are taken. So they can actually analyze the patterns and optimize these things. Now let's just look at community benefit. What eventually transcends into community benefits is that when you have all these AI integration within the smart transportation system and making it smart, rather transportation systems become smart. So that way, what they are doing is they are reducing, of course, emergency response times. In case of any mishap that happens, they of course are reducing noise pollution and are improving overall quality of life in urban areas. And of course, they are supporting better mobility management. So this is how things are when it comes to community benefits from AI in the automotive industry per se. Just look at personalizing the driving experience with AI. Now, of course, when we say personalizing, we are looking at aspect that best suits individuals who own the vehicle, and possibly, most possibly, you are driving the vehicle. So let's just look at the crucial aspects wherein we are looking at entertainment customization, comfort settings, and of course smart navigation. Three crucial aspects. So now when we look at the entertainment customization part, what AI systems, of course, if they are integrated, what they do is they learn the preferences of the drivers, and of course accordingly they create personalized entertainment experience. This could increase right from music selection to news content. These systems actually can adjust to individual tastes and even anticipate in certain cases what content driver might want based on you know um, a few factors. Say something, say for instance time of the day, the route, and the mood usually. So this is where entertainment customization is an aspect. When you look at the comfort settings, so of course these integrated systems, they do monitor and adjust vehicle comfort settings based on again individual preferences and environmental conditions. So this typically would include, say, from seat position to climate control, etc. They can actually this thereby provide an optimal driving condition, and of course this definitely in a way adds to reducing the energy consumption. So quickly now let's just move to smart navigation. What is happening here in smart navigation? um, well, there are already available systems which actually guide the movement from point A to point B. But what is happening here is they just integration of AI here goes well beyond the simple route finding. Now, what they do differently is these systems can, or rather, are capable of actually analyzing the real traffic data, weather condition, historical pattern, and by analyzing these three, they can actually suggest optimal routes, and these systems thereby can reduce the travel time by up to 20%, which is huge. And of course provide, they can thereby can bring in more sense to the arrival time predictions as such. So let's just now quickly, now that we have spoken about so far And we have reached so far so many things about personalized things. I mean, AI in automotive industry. Let's just quickly get into the future of autonomous driving now. So here again we have three important aspects that we are covering. Of course, one is the driving intelligence that we are talking about, safety improvements, and of course continuous learning. So when you are looking at the driving intelligence, so autonomous driving as such, it typically relies heavily on AI systems. The systems that can process vast amount of data in real time, because they can actually keep on getting data from sensors and whatnot, and other systems integrated within the purview of a vehicle, so they can actually you know process all this amount of data and can accordingly bring in some intelligence. So if we are specifically looking at these ones, so get these systems, what they do is they have the ability to learn, and understand the complex traffic situations and make uh, you know very split second decisions, um, which are so very reliable, that as such is not human intelligence is not capable of. Thereby, of course, they bring in the driving intelligence, because they bring in other factors that most possibly as humans and typically the drivers possibly are not uh, usually interpreting or processing. Now let's just look at the safety improvement. What all happens here is, when I look at AI-driven autonomous systems, they have actually the potential to reduce traffic accidents by in the upwards of say 90% times as such. And now these systems never get tired. Of course, we are talking about automated systems, and never get tired, distracted, or emotional, thereby maintaining consistent performance levels even in challenging conditions. Give saying that overall these are um artificial intelligence and are supported by systems and whatnot. So thereby we are just trying to eliminate the aspects that a human intelligence brings in. Okay, so let's just discuss the third point, which is continuous learning. So now, when we look at this point, it is perhaps the most impressive point that AI systems have in automotive vehicles, wherein they can actually continuously learn and, of course, improve through their overall experience, or rather, as they progress. Every mile when we are looking at of data that they generate, or the vehicle drive through, the system adds up. It definitely adds up to the system's knowledge base, and thereby it makes an entire fleet more safer and more efficient uh, with time as such. Okay, now let's just move into the eighth slide as such, which is broadly talking about, of course, the key takeaways that we have, something that we have explored here. So, as we have explored today, AI integration in the automotive industry as such is, very transformative, and has the potential to lead to unprecedented improvements in terms of safety and efficiency. And of course, the personalization of driving experiences also that we talked about, as it continues to evolve, it'll be way more efficient as such. Um, while of course ongoing innovation pushes the boundaries of what is possible in the automotive technology, as the day passes by and progresses, we are of course looking at furthermore improvement and optimization in the usage of, or rather, an integration of AI in the automotive industry. So that brings me to the end of the presentation as such. Thank you for joining me in this exploration of AI's role in the automotive industry. Um, don't, of course, if you have come so far, don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Rather, consider subscribing to our channel for more insights into more technology stuff, um, And of course, share your thoughts in the comments below. I mean, about which AI automotive innovation you are most excited about, and in case if you believe that there are points that should have been included that are equally important and crucial, we are more than happy to um, have a look at the comments and respond accordingly. Thank you again. Thank you.